Howdy YouTube. So I'm really happy about hitting the 5,000 subscriber mark. Um, it's kind of a little bit of a milestone for my channel, and I haven't made an upload in a while, so I figured I'd talk about the laptop that I made most of these videos on, or at least rendered them on. So, also what I've been up to recently, which is mainly doing computer repair and refurbishment. I have to make money somewhere, I guess, so I figured that would address the recent lack of uploads. I do have some projects in the work though. Probably we're going to receive a video on a Pentium 3 system I am building, but it currently isn't quite in existence yet. So, okay, now to the laptop, I guess. It has a few selected parts, quite a bit actually, and for those that are wondering how I render videos on full HD video on a decade-plus-year-old Thinkpad with a Core 2 Duo, it's with the magic of FFmpeg. Anyways, behold the ship of Theseus, but in laptop form. But for those that don't know the analogy I'm trying to make, essentially the ship of Theseus is a thought experiment, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that correct, of whether a object that has had all of its components replaced is still the same object. Either way, we're doing some work on it today and replacing some failed parts and generally cleaning it up. But before I go on with the video, this laptop is not a typical refurbishing job. It is not exactly appealing to the eye. It's functional, and this rebuild is not up to the standards for things I sell, but it's up to the standards of things I use, and is mainly assembled out of spare parts that I get from other systems. So, but I guess in summary, this is my main system. It is a tool with nostalgic value. Okay, so now on to the specifications of this beautiful ThinkPad I hold in front of me. I might be a little bit biased, but I generally enjoy this laptop. I mainly built this for battery life, the screen resolution, and while we reboot. So, or core boot compatibility. I'm sure I could run blobless core boot on the system just fine. Also, a weird side note, I do like the nice clicky feeling on the keyboard. But either way, I guess we should get into the exact specifications. So it has a x200s motherboard, one of the ultra low voltage models, which are quite, well, uncommon. So essentially it's a ULV, or U to be specific, 9300 at 1.2 gigahertz. 8 gigabytes of RAM, you can't skimp on RAM, and a 2 terabyte drive. But it is crammed into an x201 chassis, so I can get the dual speakers. I probably could have made it a little bit slimmer with an x201S chassis, but, well, I never really owned an x201S ever, so I don't know what the odds are getting a chassis for that. But either way, dual speakers, super long battery life, like 6 to 8 hours, and doesn't really overheat at all, so that's pretty durable and has a nice handle. Oh, and I guess if you stuck around to the end of the video, you can see my camera rig. It is actually quite sad and unfortunate. In terms of hardware, it's a Velbon CX570 that's held together with duct tape and electrical tape and some zip ties. So essentially I've been filming on a Sony Nex5R hooked up to a camera rig via a wooden adapter that was DIY'd with the help of one of my friends. And yeah, well, it works. I guess that's all I have to say about it. I'm not a camera expert. Thing works. But happy holidays too, I guess. It's probably going up too early in December for that.